I mean, fear is something that stops us all.
But we all know what it's like to be afraid. We know how fear feels, but I'm not sure we spend enough time thinking about what our fears mean. Don't worry, we like to say to one another. Don't panic. Fear is something we conquer. It's something we fight, something we overcome.
And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first, and by being the domino. For a line of dominoes to fall, one has to fall first, which then leaves the other choiceless to do the same. Being the domino for me looks like speaking up and doing the things that are really difficult. And then I realized fear has a very concrete power of keeping us from doing and saying the things that are our purpose. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let fear rule my life. I'm not gonna let fear dictate what I do. And then all these awesome things started happening. So when I realized that, I was like, okay, 2015, I turned 30. It's gonna be my year of do it anyway. Anything that scares me, I'm gonna actively pursue it.
If you take action on a new idea, only two things can happen. What are they? Well, you can succeed or you can fail. If you succeed, you do more of that. If you fail, you learn and become smarter, which makes it more likely you will succeed next time. So you cannot lose by taking action. You can only lose by not acting at all. And the majority of people don't take action. The majority of people will hear good ideas, but then they'll always have an excuse for not taking action today.
Being quiet is comfortable. Keeping things the way they've been is comfortable. And all comfort has done is maintain the status quo. So we've got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable by speaking these hard truths when they're necessary.
Is this job tough? You betcha. Oh God, you betcha. But it is not impossible.
And of course, sometimes I feel I can't do this work anymore. It's just too much for me. But I remember these words. Don't limit your challenge, but challenge your limit. Don't allow others to stand on the front of your dreams.
You can always control what you think, and you can always make a decision about the actions you're going to take.
Remember, excitement and fear, exact same thing in your body. The only difference is what your brain calls it.
The world will say to you, what are you going to do? Do not be afraid to say, I know I can't do everything, but I can do something. It belongs to all of us. You don't have to wait on anyone to tell you that you are in this. Begin. Start by doing what you can with what you've got, where you are, and in your own way.
No one can tell you you can't push your limits and learn your own impossible and push that. And the thing is, people are waking up to this possibility that really the only thing that limits possibility now is imagination. That's not a cliche anymore. Like, I don't care what it is that you're into, what passion, what hobby. If you're into knitting, you can find someone who is killing it knitting, and you can learn from them. And this isn't about being, Gandhi or Steve Jobs doing something crazy. It's just about doing something that matters to you. Everything was impossible until somebody did it. You can either hang around the people who tell you it can't be done until you're stupid for trying, or surround yourself with the people who inspire possibility.